I'd like to talk to you about one of the great myths of Mesopotamia. Now, Mesopotamia is widely considered to be the very cradle of civilization, a claim that is particularly plausible if there's no such thing as China. And as said cradle, it is particularly appropriate that it gives us one of the first known examples of something called, and I am not making this up, Chaos Kampf. Chaos Kampf! The Red Skull's masterstroke! Let's see that pitiful Captain America stand up against... Chaos Kampf is a Swedish black metal band which, as those of you familiar with black metal will know, sounds like Black Sabbath if they've replaced Ozzy Osbourne with Cookie Monster. No. Chaos Kampf comes from two root words, chaos, meaning the poorly organized, and the German Kampf, meaning struggle. So this is actually a term for mythological studies and comparative religion, referring to the struggle between order and chaos, and the former overcoming the latter. Remarkably, many of the mythological Chaos Kampf stories have a great deal in common. Order is symbolized by a god, typically a sky god, a god of sun or storms, who does battle with an enormous ancient reptile of the earth or seas. The reason for this is simple. The ancients were reporting their first-hand observations of pitched battles between space aliens and dinosaurs. There are a lot of these stories in Eurasia: Thor versus Jormungand, Apollo versus Python, Indra versus Vritra. The Japanese god Susanoo does battle with Orochi, an 8-headed dragon. Much, much later, a Japanese film is made about Orochi, in which he is defeated not by Susanoo, but by a magical giant fighting robot. And the ancient Japanese storytellers looked down from heaven and wept at how inferior their own stories had been. But one of the earliest Chaos Kampfs comes from the place where some feel order really did overcome chaos for the first time, Mesopotamia. Their story goes something like this. In the beginning there was water, nothing but water in every possible direction. There were two kinds of water, and each had a personification and a name. The fresh water was Apsu, the salt water was Tiamat. Tiamat's avatar is never fully described in the Enuma Elish, the epic poem that tells us all of this, but she is traditionally described as an enormous serpentine dragon with two clawed limbs, because that is totally rad. Apsu is typically described as some water. Now, together they were the primordial chaos, and their breeding created life of every sort, including the lineage that would lead to the gods themselves. Long story short, the primordial waters and the gods came to loggerheads, and the gods imprisoned Apsu and sent out the god Marduk to do battle with Tiamat. Tiamat spawned a legion of monsters right there on the spot to do battle with Marduk, but he overcame them all and came to Tiamat herself. Using the powers of the winds, he blew open her mouth and filled her body with wind until she bloated. He then shot arrows down her throat and killed her. This tale of a hero fighting a dragon by filling it up with too much air is retold in the modern world in the epic tale of Dig Dug. Marduk then, and I quote a translation of the poem, severed the arteries of her blood and made the north wind carry it off as good news. Look, we all know it was rough in the olden days, what with the disease and war and ignorance and people turning right into wolves. But when the wind carries blood to you and that's the good news, Marduk took the rest of her body and made the heavens and the earth, and this is the tale of Tiamat. Sometime later, Tiamat would appear in the short-lived 1980s Dungeons & Dragons cartoon. As some of you may recall, the premise of this series was that 5 teenagers and a small boy got into a Dungeons & Dragons amusement park ride, because Dungeons & Dragons was totally rating that sort of thing in those days, and not just getting beaten up at recess. And it transported them to an actual D&D type world, where they all got assigned character classes and the clothes to go with them. No sooner had they rolled for initiative than they came upon a baby unicorn who was being chased for some reason by the mother of dragons, from whom they immediately escaped. Tiamat would go on to be a recurring villain of the series. In one episode, they lured her into a trapdoor. And so, the primordial goddess of the ocean, whose body forms the universe and who must be overcome for order itself to exist, takes up the hassling of tiny mutant horses, at which she is incompetent. Perhaps this is Marduk's final victory. Perhaps order finally defeats chaos not merely by destroying it, but by trivializing it. Oh well, it's all fake anyway.
We are Reservoir Frogs. We need 3 things that we pulled from the story. The first is a location.
Film set. A D&D amusement park, it says.
Well, one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Pick one.
Film set.
Film set. And the next item we need is a relationship.
Deities.
Deities, alright. That's kind of heavy. And the third is an object.
Let's go with dice.
Dice. Alright. I'm Jasper, and I'm not real good with people, but I love to create these games that my friends play. And my dream is to one day own a giant corporation where these people will worship the ground that I walk on. And then I can sign autographs in the books.
I am Tammy Maroon. Yes, like the color, not moron, maroon. I aspire to be a director. But right now, I just do these very local, special interest stories.
I am Cassandra Miller. I am the god of all things fun. I roll a dice whenever I need to make a decision.
Jasper, just not very good at anything.
Tammy Maroon, I will direct the stars someday.
Cassandra Miller. I am controlling you by pure luck.
We open on a film set. It looks like some shitty B-movie zombie thing going on. There's swastikas for some reason.
There is a castle, and it has a moat, but the moat has swastikas for some reason.
Tammy, I'm the director here, and look, you're doing it wrong.
I'm the director.
You can clearly see Jasper is well dressed. He looks the part of a director. He has a name tag that says Park Director. Tammy's catering staff.
I don't know which one of you is the real director, but do I really have to wear, the SS uniform as a zombie? It's kind of redundant.
Look, I got them specially made out of spandex so that you could get in and out of them quickly.
Oh, well, in that case, I have a better gig.
What kind of party is this?
Well, maybe you'll play D&D with me then.
I just want to know why there's 13 swastikas on the floor.
It's the ambiance. They're time traveling. They have to kill all the Nazis. And I wanted them to feel like they were...
Jasper, look, I know we gave
Will you
you...
wear this?
I know we gave you creative license to do what you wanted with this movie? I don't know. Look.
It's kind of a cross between a movie and a play and a musical.
I owed your dad a favor, okay?
But the zombies sing.
Look, my patience only goes so far, right? You are gonna make your little film, or a musical, or whatever you want to call it. But you are not, I repeat, not putting the studio's name on something with zombies in it. That's so 2002. Jasper, I know you've been to film school. You've told me a dozen times.
And I wrote a game book. Look,
The resources of this studio are yours, save for the next 48 hours, and then get your ass off my set.
Oh, gee. Cassandra, please roll your dice in my favor.
Ooh, 3. Sorry.
Damn it.
Better luck next time.
Alright, fine. I'll play all the parts because all my actors quit.
And see, the goddess Cassandra is replete in a toga. All of the accoutrement you would assume a god would have, but also, for some reason, a Game Boy Switch.
Hey, Cassandra, you know what'd be real funny?
What?
If we broke the costume. How about fake for that, motherfucker?
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, destiny, motherfucker.
Alright, oh, he's about to put it on.
Okay, ready.
Oh no, a 2!
Oh, no.
Just...
Tammy, don't walk away. Don't.
I'm still facing you. Just because I'm backing up doesn't mean I'm not facing you.
We haven't talked about your new job, and you're gonna pay rent.
Only talk about money. This is what's making the distance between us.
No, what's making the distance between us is you keep walking backwards.
You need to meet me.
Now pay your rent.
I can pay you in German sausages.
Are you still working for that film student?
I'm too close to you. I can't look at you. I'm trying to.
Why?
What's this thing with Germany? So,
I thought the premise was cool. Zombies. I mean, hey, I remember that stuff from 2002, but
yes, 2002. It's not cool anymore. Zombies aren't even cool anymore.
hey,
You touched me.
I dusted you. You're very dusty.
Hey,
All right, fine.
I
Mhm.
will tell property owner. You keep touching the tenants.
Yes. And you are only a tenant as long as you continue to pay rent.
And I have cameras places you don't know.
Whoa.
You know what sounds fun today?
Making that Goofus's life even more miserable.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought of the best way to do it.
Yeah?
You know, I'm getting a little sick of, being up here and,
Yeah.
We can see we are on top of Mount Olympus, but not the cool parts of Mount Olympus. We're like hanging out at the McDonald's of Mount Olympus. Kind of down from the peak.
I mean, it's like great that we're immortal and all.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah.
But, so, we just have so much fun messing with the humans.
Yeah, and
right?
fucking goats, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But what if we were down there with them?
Oh!
Right? Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on, I gotta do a thing. All hail the mighty goddess Cassandra, goddess of luck and wisdom
And fun.
and fun. Lots and lots of fun. Mostly fun.
So, you're the new actress?
Yes, I am. My name is Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie, I need you to wear this Nazi zombie spandex suit.
Okay.
And when your part changes, you just like rub it and it changes colors.
That's really cool, actually. Okay.
I spent my entire budget on that.
Wow, that would be a shame if it went wrong, wouldn't it?
The HR department has had some complaints.
What now? I've got 24 more hours, come on.
If it's not in their contracts, you can't ask the actresses to rub themselves down.
I saw Cyndi Lauper do it in concert.
She's Cyndi Lauper. She can do whatever the hell she wants. Look, Jasper, you still have a solid 24 hours to pull this off. You have a very dedicated cast who I
Of one!
Yeah.
Alright,
Hey, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but you, the one with, you look like a director.
You recognize that? I'm gonna not touch you. That's wrong.
No, are you sure? I mean, hey, you could call me the god of touching, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You in for this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh. That's, wow.
Yeah, isn't it? Hold on. Ready?
What?
Oh, I don't usually, touch people I just meet on the street.
I don't either.
But
I really don't.
I feel, literally, that you could do great things.
Thank you.
But there just seems to be a problem, It seems like there's someone else that's, telling people to touch themselves on the set,
I think I know who that is.
Oh, you do? I had no idea that you would. Well, anyway, I'm just saying that maybe,
Maybe I think it's wrong.
yeah, very wrong. And I'm gonna leave that to you.
We've had some complaints from the Mount Olympus HR department.
I'm the god of touch!
Yeah! And it is 2019, probably.
I ask! I mostly ask. I usually ask.
Yeah.
Look, Cassandra can vouch for me. I mean, she's not here right now, but...
The one that works at the McDonald's?
Yeah! The one who works the night shift, yeah. Look, hey, Juicy, baby. Huh? Give me a hug.
I'm putting you in for sensitivity training, man.
Oh, come on, I don't need sensitivities. Come on, give me a hug. Let's hug it out. Please?
So, where's that other guy? Said something about touching. I don't know.
Hey, how you doing?
So you're, alright, this is happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you need, you called me in for the,
For the big number?
Yeah! No, I've been working on the choreography. I'm very good at this. Trust me, I'm the best at this.
Alright, well, you and Cassandra have a scene
Okay?
where she is a zombie
Uh-huh.
and you are not,
Okay.
and you dance and sing together.
Ooh, I like this.
I've got your sauerbraten right here. Oh,
Hey.
Oh, alright, thanks.
Okay. Brains all day. Brains all day. I mean, we'll work it out, but we can fill it with,
I thought I was special. You saw something in me.
Rap! That's a rap! Oh.
Wait, I could do it better.
So, I think you know why you're in here. You're dancing with mortals.
It's really boring working at the McDonald's in Mount Olympus. Okay? I just thought I was better than that.
We instituted a 15 denarius, that's a thing, minimum wage. Huh?
These uniforms cost 17 denarius, and I need a new one every week because you won't fix the air fryer. Look, I just thought it would be fun to go mess with the humans a little bit. Like, what could possibly go wrong?
Lots of things. We've established this. There is so much mythology of all the things that have gone wrong. Do you know how many illegitimate children I have down there? I know like most of them.
Sorry to interrupt, boss.
Oh, fuck.
Look, you got us some fun.
Yeah.
I ain't having fun.
Why
I
not?
hurt someone's feelings.
Well, you touched them, right? You love
God damn it, we were over this. You were supposed to go to sensitivity
It's
training.
immoral. They don't count. He's always pissy.
Right?
Always fucking
God, we
pissy.
should have some.
I'm enlightening your ass.
Where's that other woman you hired?
Oh, the lucky one? I don't know why I said that. It's kind of weird.
Very weird.
Will you watch this movie with me? I can't quite tell whether to edit it in the 15-second part
You're
or
in
the...
competition. It doesn't seem right, but I really want to direct and edit, so here I am. I'll help.
You see where they're dancing there?
Yeah. You need to black out, like put a big spot, overwash his face. Be the faceless man.
Oh, like in the whole movie?
Yes!
Perfect!
Jasper, I don't know how you did it. I was looking at some of the early cuts. My God, man. You have talent. You have, I mean,
The other guy hugged me.
I'm not gonna tell your father about that. Look, I was ready to throw
I'm
your...
confused.
I was ready to throw your ass out of this studio, project incomplete. But you are a genius.
Brats!
Hey, Jasper, my suit isn't changing color when I rub it again. I think I broke it.
Do you work for me?
Did you rub it too many times?
I didn't know that was an option. Yeah, probably.
Oh, it's alright, because we finished all the shoots.
Oh,
Hi, Roy McGillicuddy.
hi.
I own this studio.
Oh.
You are in, I recognize you. You were in the cuts of the movie. I was just previewing.
So, nice screening. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, no, I have a knack for finding young, fresh talent straight out of school.
Yeah.
That's what we do at McGillicuddy
Yeah.
Studios.
Problem is, there was a face that wasn't in that movie.
What, the one that was blurred out?
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see that guy. Yeah, it's all about the lady dancer. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think that the bone can follow those steps? Where you go?
So, it was a creative choice.
Creative choice, huh?
I mean, I put your credits in.
Do you not know who I am?
I know you're kind of touchy-feely.
I'm very touchy.
And when you get really intense,
I'm Mr. Touchy-Feely. I am Murdoch, God of Touch. Including this. Oh!
ow!
Come here.
No.
Now we are gonna do a director's cut of that movie, and my face is gonna be in it. Otherwise, look up to this guy. Cassandra is up there. And she's gonna tear your ass through.
Cassandra, I need some luck.
God. I saw. He's taking your work.
You're right. nice. Oh my God, thank you.
Look, no. I understand. I bring in a guy.
A guy, yes.
I had to, okay? I owed his dad a favor, but you were in there working. Sorry. I need to pray to the God of touch.
Yes, only one person could touch me unannounced.
Look, I am just saying, you could go places. You were the talent
Oh my God.
behind that schlub. And frankly, I don't want to have to pay him.
I'm going to fake touch you right now. Oh,
That's
man.
not doing it for me. Okay.
I could just squeeze you, but I'm not. Whoa! I felt compelled. Oh,
I've never had the back of my head gripped awkwardly like that before. It was almost like, yeah, no, that's not quite the same.
yeah, I didn't feel compelled really. I was trying to force it.
She always rolls 3s and 2s.
Tell him.
Oh, hi, Stephanie.
So the thing is, this movie looks like it's gonna take off.
Yeah?
I actually need $1 million.
What?
That's my price.
And my face. And my face.
I feel like maybe we should have negotiated this before we...
I mean, you didn't ask. So, it's kind of your bad.
Oh. Well, I mean, this is just a student film. I don't... Oh. Oh.
I mean, you look really relaxed right now. I
Oh.
hated it.
Look, give me a moment. I'm gonna pray to Cassandra. Maybe she'll finally roll a 20 for me.
You know what? I actually know how to edit the film. And I've got the admiration of somebody with some money. I could put your face back. I could pay you.
I could credit you as the creative director.
If I'm going to edit it, I'm going to credit myself pretty easily.
You got a point there.
Oh, yeah.
But this was my whole script, and I did all the work, and you guys are taking... Oh.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe you'll have some good luck today. 20.
Oh. Wow. My wallet just got fatter. Wow.
$1 million bill.
Yeah, that's a thick wallet.
Oh.
Sorry. I got lucky and you're out.
That's not fair.
What?
What?
I don't need...
Jasper?
Yeah?
Where did you come up with this kind of money? I haven't paid you. This film is taking
Look.
off like crazy, but have you had this the whole time?
No, but I'm very faithful to Cassandra. And she paid off my faith by loading my wallet.
Cassandra, the actor in your film?
No, that's Stephanie. Cassandra's the goddess of luck.
Oh.
She rolled a natural 20 when I asked for money.
You know, there's no such thing as luck, man. This is something you're gonna have to learn. Sooner or later, you never make it in this industry. There is no such thing as luck.
That's a stack of $10 million bills. I own your theater now. Get out.
Epilogue!
I was this close! Man! I can't do anything right. I get credited, then I don't, then I have money, then I don't, and just... Bad luck exists, folks. And back living in my parents' basement.
Well, I made it big in Hollywood, but people got tired of all my actors' faces being blurred out. It turns out that only works once. And even Cassandra couldn't solve that problem with a 17. So I am now living in my mom's basement where my friends sometimes show up for my D&D parties.
I had a good life on Earth. I became a movie star. I was rich. I mean, what could go wrong? But, you know, time's a little wobbly when you go back and forth between the realms. So when I got back to Mount Olympus, I got fired from McDonald's. Had nothing else going for me. The end.
And that's